Come with me now. Come with me now.
Come with me now. I'm gonna take you down. Come with me now. I'm gonna show you how. Come with me now. I'm gonna take you down. Come with me now. I'm gonna show you how.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the State of Yankees podcast. I am Bobby, and returning from a week off is Andy. Andy, how you doing? I missed you, buddy.
Good.
That is great. Last week was impeccably boring, but thank you for breaking the 130 view goal. Andy, how was the week off?
Good. Actually. Rather
Did you listen to the podcast?
Yeah. Sure.
Did I do all right on my own?
Uh-huh.
I sent you what I had to edit out, what I thought was pretty funny. And,
amazing.
in between the Zach Britton part, I said something, and I don't know if anyone paid attention, but there was about 3 seconds of airtime that was cut out. And Andy had texted me back that he felt the need to top that, so let's see if he is able to top that.
I mean, no one's gonna know if I topped it or not, except for us, though. So...
I mean, the show doesn't have to be PG, but it was something not safe for people to hear. But, anywho, let's get right into this week in baseball, shall we? So, on last Saturday, it was Seattle 6, the Yankees 3. Jacoby Ellsbury hit a home run, and Sonny Gray struck out. Sonny Gray had a really good week this week. Sonny Gray struck out 18 batters from his Saturday start to his Friday start. His Friday start. So, yeah, 18 strikeouts on the week for Sonny Gray. It's Sunday.
Saturday.
Today it's Saturday, but tomorrow is Sunday. And last Sunday, it was Seattle 1 to the Yankees 10. Castro, this was a team effort this week. Past Sunday. Starlin Castro, Greg Bird, Gary Sanchez, Chase Headley, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Ronald Torreyes all had runs batted in this 10-1 victory. And Tanaka had a good outing, striking out 10. You could take Monday, and you might as well take the doubleheader as well.
Alright. So, alright, so Cleveland beat the Yankees 6-2. Kluber with a great start. Severino was looking great up until the 7th inning, giving up 2 runs, in the Indians' lead. Severino, he was pitching great until that point, but, Yankees offense didn't really do much that game. Chase Headley had a solo shot. Let's see, and Todd Frazier had an RBI single, I believe. Now on to the doubleheader on, when was it? Wednesday, I believe?
Wednesday, because the Tuesday game was rained out.
Yeah. Game 1, Indians beat the Yankees 2-1. Garcia gives up 2 runs in the first. Still can't get a win with the Yanks.
But he hasn't had a decision victory yet. I mean, we've won on games that he's been out there, but he hasn't scored a decision victory yet.
Yeah. He only gave up those 2 runs over 5. Not too awful, but the Yankees offense, once again, didn't do too great. Trevor Bauer pitched good, and the only RBI of the game went to Didi, of course, on a RBI double. Now to game 2 of the doubleheader. Cleveland beating the Yankees 9-4. absolutely destroying Jordan Montgomery early on. He only got 4 innings of work, giving up 4 runs in the first inning. And after that, it just got worse. Indians pitching offense did something. They weren't as bad this game. Greg Bird hit that 3-run homer in the 9th, and the other RBI also went to Bird on an RBI single earlier. All right, Bobby. On to
All right,
Thursday.
so on Thursday, it was the Yankees beating the Red Sox by a score of 6-2. Greg Bird hit another home run. His first home run since his return was on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, he hit another in a 2-for-4 outing with 3 RBIs. On Friday, the Yankees came up short against the Red Sox 4-1. Yankees only 4 hits, but Sonny Gray had another 9-strikeout outing. Sonny Gray has been probably the best player that we've acquired in this trade, if you ask me. In this, since the trade deadline. Would you agree with that?
Yes, although Robertson and Canley, both great players. So Frazier's good, but obviously Gray is better than all of them.
I would. And you could also use Gray. I think Robertson may land the closer role over Dylan Betances. Girardi discussed that on the Joe Girardi show a couple days ago. But Tommy Canley has also been good. But Sonny Gray has 1 defeat since his run with the Yankees. Now on to Saturday, which is today and already happened. The Yankees, it's 3:58 p.m. right now.
Bottom of the 8th.
It's the bottom of the 8th. The Yankees are leading 5-1.
Though I believe we skipped Friday.
No, I just went over Friday, correct?
No, you went over Thursday.
No, I went over Thursday and Friday. Thursday, Greg Bird hit the home run, and then Friday, Sonny Gray had the 9 strikeouts.
Alright. Yeah, it is the bottom of the 8th. There are 2 outs, and the Yankees are leading 5-1.
So I'm sure that game will certainly be over before this is up. There's not a chance in hell that I get this up beforehand. But just a little preview, which will no longer be necessary. Drew Pomeranz was pitching for the Red Sox, and Tanaka left with a standing ovation, looking to change his 10-10 record. Now on to Sunday. Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees. Chris Sale versus Luis Severino. That seems to be a very good game. Now, as I was doing my notes last night, I noticed that the time is 7:38 p.m. Do you know why that is? Is there like a program going on before it?
No, I'm not sure about this.
That's really weird because it's a New York game. Yes Network usually puts the games on at like 7:05. I've never heard of a 7:38 game though. That's really...
Yeah, it's 7:38. Strange time to put a game on.
Well,
Yeah,
even if they
no
did it at
promotion.
7:30, like the Yankees, Yes Network usually waits 5 minutes to start the game
Yeah.
instead of 8 minutes, it's a weird time. But Sale is 15-6 with a 2.77 ERA, and Severino is 11-6 with a 3.14 pi day ERA. You could take the Baltimore series if you'd like.
Okay, now. So on Monday the 4th, Yankees going up against Baltimore. Jaime Garcia on the mound for the Yankees, 1-2, 4.88 ERA, and up for the Orioles, Dylan Bundy, 13-8, 3.94. Let's see now on Tuesday, 7:05 game. CC Sabathia on for the Yankees, 11-5, 3.71, and Ubaldo Jimenez up for the O's, 5-9, 6.85. Now for the third and final game of the set against the Orioles. Gray up for the Yanks, 8-9, 3.36. He's been pitching great lately. And up for the Orioles, Jeremy Hellickson, 2-3, 6.55.
Now, on Thursday we have off. Then on Friday we play a late game at 8:05 p.m. where the Yankees takes on the Texas Rangers. Masahiro Tanaka playing baseball against AJ Green. AJ Green is 6-5 with a 5.26 ERA, and the Tanaka is 10-10 with a 4.69 ERA. Although that is certainly subject to change following his start today. Then on Saturday, the New York Yankees versus the Texas Rangers. Luis Severino versus Martin Perez. Severino will obviously change as well. He has got an 11-6, 3.14 ERA. And Martin Perez, 10-10, 4.89 ERA. And that is the week for the Yankees.
And quick update on today's game. They just took Hicks out due to left oblique tightness, so that can't be good. He hasn't even been back for that long.
He had another injury just reported. Starlin Castro is out of today's lineup for
root canal.
Root canal surgery, which is a shame. I don't know how long that's going to keep him out, but he's fresh back as well. I can imagine that only takes him out for tomorrow too as well, maybe.
Yeah, I mean he's available off the bench, so that's good. But
I think he should be in uniform tomorrow, but if they start him or not, I can't be certain. I think they would. I don't know how long it takes to recover from root canal. I haven't had it. Matt Holliday returned to the lineup today.
Hit a 3-run home run.
And happy birthday to Ronald Torreyes. Ron, what an asset to this team Ronald Torreyes has been all season long. He gets no credit for anything.
It's been totally overlooked the whole season, but he's actually been a pretty big part of this team.
I think it's hard. I think it's hard to take him serious. I think that's why he gets overlooked.
Because he's short, it's kind of hard to look down all the way at him.
Well, we don't have to make jokes about him. I just said that it's hard
to make jokes about his height. All right.
You're pulling punches here that don't need to be thrown.
Hey, I mean but despite his low height, he has been a big part of this team, batting .298 this season. It's been 36 RBIs. Been a bigger part of this team than he's been getting base hits more consistently than a lot of these guys. I think only Didi has a better average than him on the. Actually, no, not even Didi has a better average.
Are you saying he has the best average on the team?
Yes, actually.
That is impressive, man. I mean, come on. I mean, that kind of blows me away, to be honest with you. What a big number. And the guy's 5'5", too. What a cool guy.
Oh, yes.
Now, the Yankees have a problem that does not associate with Ronald Torreyes. This week, as I was doing my stats this week, on Friday they only had 4 hits, which is not good for 9 batters. And another game on Wednesday they only struck 5 hits. What do you think is a good amount of hits for a game, win or lose?
Win or lose, over 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'd say 7, because, if only 4 hits are happening in a baseball game, what are the other, say if a guy goes 3 for 4, and, say if, Torreyes goes 3 for 4 with a grand slam and 2 3-run home runs, and, Didi Gregorius hits a bunt single. What is the rest of the team doing during this game?
Getting walked so Torreyes can drive them in.
I mean, yeah. But, even if, say if Torreyes is just hitting singles, Didi hits a double, could you imagine how boring it would be to go to a game and see only 4 hits happen? I'm be falling asleep.
Yeah. Onto that brawl from last week. Miguel Cabrera and Alex Wilson both had their suspensions reduced. So them and Brad Ausmus will begin to serve them on Saturday, or today, I guess. Alex Wilson down to a 3-game suspension, and Cabrera down to 6 games, although I don't see how Miggy got his reduced.
I don't know why
he was the one that started it, but
that was a terrible voice crack there. Now, yeah, could you imagine 9 hits over the course of 2 games? That is crazy. Now, call-ups begin this week, my least favorite time of the year. Because when it matters most, we need to put in some kid from Double A.
Yes. I mean, like, at least some of these guys get playing time on, like, the lower quality teams. I remember, like, back in 2014, the last series of the year against Boston, you just look at the lineup and recognize nobody. But, it's like wait, is that it? I think the game might be over now.
Yeah, the game just ended.
Game is now over. Yankees win of the final score of 5-1.
Let's just go into a brief breakdown of the game now. Might as well, you know.
Yep. Masahiro Tanaka with the win, his 11th of the season. Drew Pomeranz with the loss. See, that would be. Sorry about that. His 5th of the season, I believe. Yeah, that would be his 5th. That should be improving Tanaka's ERA, of course. He's been pitching much better recently, ever since that game against Detroit. He's run 3 great starts.
Gary Sanchez went 3 for 4 with an RBI. Chase Headley went 3 for 4 with a home run and 2 runs. One of them batted in, one of them himself. Tanaka went 7 innings, 5 hits, an earned run, and 3 strikeouts. He left to a standing ovation. David Robertson for the hold. Dellin Betances for the save. He had 2 strikeouts in the save. It sounds he might go full swing Betances. I think he's backing Betances as the closer.
Yeah. Matt Holliday with that 3-run home run in the 6th.
Now, according to the Yankees Twitter, hashtag start spreading the news. Round 3 goes our way, ! Final Yankees 5, the team that Tanaka dominated, won. Savagery from the Yankees as usual. Now, speaking of rounds, your take on the Mayweather-McGregor fight?
Sorry, can you repeat that? I have bad hearing. I'm out of it.
The Mayweather-McGregor fight.
Oh, yes.
Your thoughts?
McGregor getting beaten as expected. This is a baseball podcast, of course, Bobby.
I'm just trying to kill some time. We're probably only like 8 minutes in.
We are 18 minutes in.
I really impress myself with how well this podcast flows sometimes. If only it feels this fast when I'm editing. I say your because I feel like you edit, but you don't.
Yeah, I don't. I just record and then send you it. Wait for you to edit the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I listen to the whole thing back in case I feel like something's dumb that I have to cut out, or I place in the 2 songs. So, whatever it takes to add some time to this podcast. I'm sure people want to hear about the Mayweather-McGregor fight because they haven't talked about it enough. So what do you think?
Well, McGregor getting taken out by Mayweather, think we all expected that, really. But
I didn't see it going the way it did, though. I didn't see.
yeah, he made it 10 rounds. Impressive, kind of.
Not only impressive, but the way that he went, like, referee stoppage in that way.
Yeah, I mean, I wish they just let it go until McGregor did get knocked out. That would have been better, but
Or at least hit, like, the ground. Like, he was, like, pressed up against the ropes.
yeah.
But, all in all, worth the $100, except for the preliminary fights. Wanted to see McGregor win, he didn't, but, you know, I didn't bet any money, so I'm alright.
Oh, yes. I didn't bet any money either. I mean, betting some money on Mayweather now that I look at it might have been better. Pretty good.
Oh, had I had the interest...
Yeah, had I known, I probably would have bet a lot on Mayweather, but...
Had I had the interest, to bet on Mayweather or have someone to bet with, I absolutely would have. But everyone that I talked to was pulling McGregor, so, you know, you don't just bet the opposite way.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting Mayweather to win it. I mean, McGregor, he never... It was his first boxing match against somebody who was 49-0 at the time, now 50-0.
Well, he's 51 now. You know why? He beat his wife. But,
Okay, then. So 51-0 now, I guess.
he still can't read. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
But, see, you just gotta pass the time. Mayweather, I knew from the start that Mayweather McGregor wasn't gonna win, but he sure did make it sound like he was going to. He is an excellent promoter. The guy knows how to promote a fight.
Yeah.
Alright, but enough about fighting. Let's get into baseball once more. I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked myself last week for the closer. But we'll get into that later. But for now, let's get to last licks. We're going Sunday to Saturday because we already know. Chris Sale with the 15-6, 2.77 versus Luis Severino, 11-6 pie. With the weird ass start time. What do you have?
Yankees and Severino because of how Sale has been doing in his more recent starts. He's been doing rough recently.
I think he's 0-2, right? Or maybe...
His ERA has been rather high over his last couple starts. Definitely not looking like early season Sale. So Yankees are going to have this one, I'd say.
I am going to go Boston. I just think that Sale... I don't know what it is. Now, speaking of these Boston series, like, the Yankees have to win tomorrow. The Yankees are going to be... The Yankees just made it 4.5 out now after losing last night and then winning again tonight, or this afternoon. But they got to be 4.5 out now because they were 5.5 out last night. So they have to win tomorrow night at the weird start time of 7:38 p.m. Please mark it down in your calendars. It is not 7:05 or 7:07. It is 7:38. That's a really weird time to start a baseball game.
And we don't know why.
Yeah, please, someone, hit me up.
Yes,
it's
please, give us some sort of explanation. We want to know.
You gotta be the reporters now. We're just guys sitting here talking sports. Now, on Monday, the man who just can't seem to get a decision no matter how hard he tries, Jaime Garcia versus Dylan Bundy. You know all their ERAs and whatnot. Who do you have, and why is it starting at 2:05 p.m. on a Monday?
Orioles, Bundy, of course, is not Jaime Garcia, and Garcia has not pitched very well as a Yankee. I'm not sure if he's gonna get a single winning decision as a Yankee. Maybe that would be nice to see, but he's gonna really have to fight for it.
I would tend to agree, but I also know why it's starting at 2:05 because everyone's off on Memorial Day, or Labor Day. Memorial Day is in late May. This is Memorial Day coming up.
Yeah, that was. You just said this. Memorial Day was months ago. Labor Day is 2 days from now.
Yeah, 48
Pretty
hours.
Big difference.
Now, on Tuesday we got the Yankees in Baltimore. CC and Ubaldo. 7:05 p.m. It's a normal start time. Who do you have?
Yankees and CC. Jimenez, Ubaldo, been pitching a rough ERA this year. CC has been doing good.
Ubaldo's ERA is like 7.
Yeah,
and
6.85.
CC's is much lower, and off the top of my head, I can think of two Baltimore Orioles, maybe even 3. I don't even know if Matt Wieters is still there.
He's not. He went to Washington.
Yeah, but I just can't see any way that they win that game with Ubaldo on the mound, other than the umpires stopping it when they shouldn't. On Wednesday, we have Sonny Gray versus Jeremy Hellickson. Hellickson has a high ERA, and Sonny Gray doesn't, but Sonny Gray is below 500 by 1 game, as is Jeremy Hellickson. Who do you have and why?
Yankees and Gray. Gray been pitching great his last 2 starts. Also, the massive ERA difference.
Now, I got an ERA that is, my numbers came up as 2 and 3, 6.55. I think that's just his American League numbers, or... Yeah, he played for the Phillies beforehand. Those are just his American League numbers. He's 2 and 3, 6.55 in the American League alone. So, for that reason, and for only that reason, I am also going New York.
Yeah, even American League and National League combined, it's still 5.15. So...
Now, on Thursday, they have off. They're flying out to Texas for a late night game at 8:05 p.m. Yankees in Texas. Do you have Masahiro or AJ Green?
AJ Griffin. But no, Masahiro.
Oh, you do? I have AJ Griffin. Because I think Tanaka's winning ways will crash down as everything he seemingly does. And I think everything's better in Texas. And I think his tragic flaw will be that he just doesn't know how to pitch. But, all jokes aside, I don't think that he's going to win that game. I think Texas has that lockdown. Texas where are they in their division? They've got to be top 3, right?
Let's see.
I'm pulling it up. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm pulling it up too. Yeah, they're third, 67 and 67, third in the West.
God damn, slow Wi-Fi, man.
And
they are
in the wild card,
out.
3 out in the wild card race. Nowhere close in their division race because, of course, Houston.
Now, on Saturday, Severino and Perez, I think it's safe to say that we both have Severino.
Yes.
And so I'm going to run through that one more time for anyone that actually cares. Sunday, I have Boston, Andy has New York. Monday, Andy has Baltimore, I have Baltimore. Tuesday, both New York. Wednesday, both New York. Thursday's off. Friday, Andrew has...
My name
New
is
York.
not Andrew.
I have Texas. And then Saturday we both agree on New York. Last week, do you have that down who won the predictions? Because,
Let me see. I think I can find mine.
Well, I kind of had it, written down. Saturday we both had New York. Sunday we both had Newark. Monday... you had the Yankees, I had the Indians. Tuesday, we both had the Indians. Wednesday, we both had the Yankees. Thursday, it was split. By that, I mean, I'm sure you had the Yankees and I had the Red Sox. And then Friday, one of us had Boston. I think that was me. And then you had New York. Are you pulling it up in the old chat room?
I'm not sure if I can find it. No, I think wait. I think I got too far in. Oh, yes. Let's see. Actually had the Red Sox for today. Yankees yesterday. Yankees day before. Wait, let's just go to... Alright, so... Saturday, I believe, Gallardo, Sunny, I had Yankees. Then, that next game, I had Yankees. So, Sunday, I had Yankees, that means. Monday, I had Yankees. Then Indians on Tuesday, Yankees on Wednesday, Yankees on Thursday, and Red Sox today. Wait, I'm so out of this.
You know what? The winner doesn't even matter because the real winner are the fans because we're producing all this quality content for you for free. Now, how deep in are we?
31 minutes and 13 seconds.
Alright, we've cleared the minimum border. It's time to bring on the closer as I hopefully find an Enter Sandman track I could play. So yeah, we're going to insert Enter Sandman right here.
Yes. And if we don't, we'll just say that we will insert Enter Sandman.
Well, I'll have somebody sing. I'll find a way to get Enter Sandman into this video without having to pay the $129. Alright, so, closing question for me. From you to me.
Oh man, I'm not prepared at all.
Alright, well then I'll give you some time to prepare and asking you. You weren't on last weekend, but I was, and I went like 0 for 3 on hosts. I couldn't find anyone. I even went to a friend of ours that I don't want to say his name on air, but it's not Matt, and his initials are LH, if you want to figure it.
Hey, I know now. Okay.
Yep. It's crazy how deep in I went, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was really desperate, man. I didn't want to do this alone. I didn't want to be a bore, but, you know, one of our highest viewed videos ever. If not the. I think episode 2 of our previous podcast actually was the highest views ever, but, because there was never an episode 3. Yeah. We've made it twice as long already as we have in our previous podcast.
Yep. Just wait till the off season.
Alright, so the question was, what do you make of Players Weekend? What did you think? Should they do it again next year? What should they change? What should they add?
Well, nicknames fine, but like if you don't want, like how they didn't let Gardner just not wear a name on his jersey, not a big fan of that. But like if you want to wear a nickname, wear a nickname. If you don't want to wear a nickname, don't wear a nickname or just any name at all. I think they should just let you do it like that. And I'm not a big fan of those jerseys. Just wear the regular jerseys with the nicknames on them.
Oh boy, really?
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, I don't want, like, a perfectly good jersey. I'm not a big fan of that. But...
You're not a big fan of the alternates?
No.
Manfred.
I mean, I like them. They look nice and all, but, like, why would you ditch the pinstripes? Even for just one weekend.
Yeah, I know. But, I don't think they'd do it unless it was in different jerseys because, let's be honest, it's for money. They're not, like, here to say, oh boy, let's let the players... If they wanted to do that, they would every single day. But, like,
yeah.
It's something different. It's something, like... I mean, it did much better. I was talking about this with my dad earlier in the week. It did much better than the NBA players, like, night. Like, or was that just one game? Because I remember Brooklyn versus the Heat, I remember watching, like, 2 years ago, and they had jerseys customized.
But... Not sure, but on to, like, the flashy bats and cleats. Big fan of those. I'd say just ditch players' weekends. Like, no, keep the weekend, like, so you can have the nicknames and stuff. Don't do that all year. But with the cleats and the bats, I'd say all year. Like, really, those could fit. Say, like, it works in the NFL, so why
I
can't
don't
it
know, man.
work in the
That feels
MLB?
like, except these guys are playing 162 games a year. The guys over there are playing like 15.
16, yeah. Still.
I kind of feel like that's Christmas every day if I'm seeing a pair of custom cleats just every single night. But alright, do you have anything for me, or are you just gonna leave me hanging like a man here?
Well, you feel like, Greg Bird and everyone can just, oh no, that's actually awful. Forget that. You know what, I'm just gonna leave you hanging.
I swear to God, I'm not gonna edit that out. That's saying it.
Oh, great. So fun.
Best of State of the Yankees.
I think I topped you, hey. Finally.
Well, if we get to 10 episodes and 200 views, we'll do Best of State of the Yankees. I'll find a way to collaborate all these things.
Yeah, put in the unedited clip of that, from the last podcast.
Alright, for those of you that don't know, what I said was Zach Britton has blown three saves in 3 effing years. But it completely slipped. I didn't even know that I said it until I watched it. Like, as I was editing it, I said, "Oh my God, I can't believe I said that," and immediately edited it out. But I left it dead time because I wanted to save the video, and I raised the amplified volume to 500% while I said effing. So that'll find its way to air one day. But
One of
today
these
it's being in
days.
my So what's your question for me that's not at all silly and not going to make any compilation in the future?
Let's see, I'm trying not to make, yeah. So, I came totally unprepared. So, who do you think, now that all the waiver deadline deals have been made, who do you think the Yankees would face in the wild card game if they don't take the division?
Off the top of my head, Los Angeles, the Angels.
Yeah, after all those deals.
Not even just after all those deals. Brendan Phillips has been the face of the Braves this year. Brendan Phillips just went to the A's. Off the top of my head.
Angels.
Angels, as in Angels is
Well,
spelled with an A.
I mean, the Athletics are commonly called the A's, so
Yeah,
could be causing a lot of confusion there.
It's been a long week, man. I'm sorry. I've been up too early all week. I've been back in places, but yeah, I would say the Angels. After Brandon Phillips being traded to the Angels, that's where he is right now. Correct.
Correct.
And if the Angels do have a legitimate run, I believe that the only way they get there is through the Yankees. 3 years. Yeah. No. That's being edited out. No.
Here we go.
In 3 years. Yeah, he's blown one save in 3 years.
Alright. That was amazing.
I'm gonna edit out the effing part again, and they'll just listen to what they heard last week.
Again, like
It'll
3
be like,
more
oh boy, they're
times.
playing a clip from last week.
Yeah. Just a regular clip from last week,
I'm gonna have to wait until one of these episodes get 200 views to hear that.
Yeah. So just
I'm gonna
view
have
it
to make that
200
video
times in a
18+.
week. Can't be that. Won't take that much time.
I'm gonna have to make that video 18+.
Yeah, we're gonna get age restricted just for that.
We're gonna get
Demonetized. Demonetized for 1 3-second clip.
Community guideline strikes.
Gonna get the whole channel taken down.
Oh, we're gonna have to go on to like Twitch after this, maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just like go on to bring it onto Instagram Live and have maybe 10 people listen to it.
Yeah, a friend of mine had suggested doing this on Instagram Live, and I just told him straight to his face that was a terrible idea. Because, like 130 people watch this over the course of 7 days, and like 12 people will watch it in 24 hours.
Yeah. We're gonna get no views that way.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be worth it at all. I'd probably be like dead already or something. But,
We'll
yeah,
just
I
make
said the
another
Angels.
account. Can't be
Yeah, I
that
said the
hard.
Angels would be the only team possible. Maybe the Twins. But I'd see the Angels as the biggest threat. And if Brandon Phillips wins the World Series, he'll resign with the Angels because his contract is up at the end of this year. But if not, he's going to go back to the Braves.
Yeah. But
What time are we at now? We've got to be at like 39 minutes or something like that.
41.
41, wow, longest podcast ever. Wow, I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
I feel like a good amount of this is gonna get edited out, though.
No,
It's a lot of me
not a great
stuttering.
deal. I think the song will bring it to like 40 on the dime, because like we got to put in like a quality minute of song, and I've got to edit out like a bunch of stuff. So that's it for me. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Not at all.
Alright, well, thank you all for listening last week, getting it to our highest view for the State of the Yankees rendition of the Bobby and Andy podcast organization. Happy Labor Day, everybody. So thanks to all the people that work hard. We appreciate you. And, I've been Bobby, that's Andy, and thanks for listening to another episode of the State of the Yankees podcast. We'll see you next week if this video gets enough views.
Goodbye.